Hello, fellow travelers. It is day 3 of the land tour, and so we are headed to the Denali Princess Wilderness Lodge. I'm not sure how long it's going to take, but it is going to be on the bus, and it is now almost 7:30. I've already gone to breakfast over at the 2320 restaurant. These are the biscuits and lots of gravy. So yeah, I'm just killing time until it's time to go and meet the buses. They're supposed to leave at 9:15. I believe we're supposed to be there at 9. They meet out in front of the main lodge building. So if we're really lucky, I might get another extra seat next to me and not have to put my legs to sleep with my backpack. Wish me luck. This is what's across from the Denali Princess Lodge. And I wonder if that one up the hill might be one of the other brands. In the meantime, this is the lodge. I am on the back of Building J. We get this great deck area here. It's very pretty. Look at that view. Oh my goodness. Oh, and there's a river. That is absolutely beautiful. Okay, well, we'll have to get some pictures of that later, won't we? I'm going over to the restaurant for some lunch, so I thought I'd take you with me. Yeah, this is definitely wheelchair friendly. Look, all these flowers. So pretty. On the outside of the building and such. Very nice, very nice. I have to walk around with the camera after this. Okay. There's all kinds of shops and restaurants and stuff on this property. It's much more friendly to walking around than the last one was. See, we've got King Salmon is over there. That's where I'm having dinner. I think I'm going to go over this way to the Saloon and have lunch. Because you can't eat dinner at the same place you have lunch, right? This is the bathhouse. They sell all kinds of bath products. Fannie Saloon is our destination. This is the entry. Yeah. So here's a patio, and they've got like a fire pit and Adirondack chairs and such over there if you want. And then this is the restaurant. So let's see how this place is. It smells good. That's always a good sign. Let's see. And this is the nachos with tater tots. This is a Wonder Lake lemon drop. They do have some lovely bronzes around their properties. Really nice pieces. Okay, well, this is the view as you come out of the main lodge. It's really pretty. And this is the main lodge. Look at that. Big wall of windows. Just gorgeous. Okay, let's walk this way. Christmas cabin with Christmas ornaments. That's fun. Cash cabin. Not sure what that has. There's Fannie Saloon, which is what I had lunch at. Looks like warm stuff. We have Sugarloaf, fresh candied nuts, Alaskan treats, and old-time favorites. And then Fox Creek Studio. Interesting little places to shop. Little tufts of plant matter. Look like little cotton things. There's a couple of trees that have it hanging from them. Oh, these are fun. I bet they ship for you too. Welcome-ish. That's fun. Those are fun. Souvenirs and socks and things. Please hike in groups. Bears like choices. These are cool. I don't think they'll fit in my purse. Glass art studio. Let's go and look at the window. It's some pretty things. Oh, there's a little water feature. Yeah, see the pretties in the window. And then it looks like it mostly goes into the residential halls for everybody to stay at. That's the luggage. They're out delivering now, so that means that it's going to be at my room soon. Oh, let's look at this Miss statue. I know they're much bigger than this. This would be a baby moose. Because they are way, way taller than this. So, yeah, this way is buildings F and G. This is the Grizzly Burger and King Salmon restaurant. I think this way is my building. Those are fun. Certainly a much kinder moose head to have on your wall than hunting and killing one. Alright, I think I'm gonna head out and see about shooting some photos of that lovely river before my dinner and then my excursion. That is the plan. More lovely flowers. Oops. Not too sure where you're going. I do not want to be a part of it. Let's walk across here. Get another view of that river where there's nobody backing up a vehicle. Gonna need to reapply my bug spray. Certainly is a pretty spot. Look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? This is the sockeye salmon. is a blueberry mojitos. Oh, this looks perfect. Picture postcard perfect, doesn't it? Look at that. Oh, we got birds. Hello, travelers. It is, well, it's not quite the end of our third day, but it's probably the last time I'm going to have a whole lot of energy to do this. So the bus ride was a good 3 hours. They were very prompt. It was all organized. You were assigned your own coach to go to, so everybody was on an assigned coach. And yeah, it was good. I got an extra seat beside me again. One of the perks of being a solo traveler sometimes is that they plan for doubles. So it was interesting because the first day when we got into the bus, our bus driver told us that you should sit on the left side of the coach for the drive up to Denali. So I did. And it was pretty. It was also pretty on the other side. So I'm not entirely sure why that advice is necessary. I think either side you're going to get nice views. One side had the mountains, one side had other mountains. I mean, it's a big valley you go through that was carved out by a huge glacier. And so you have pretty things on both sides. So I don't think there's one side or the other that's really necessarily the best side. But that's just me. Let's see, so 3 hours on the bus, and then we pull into the lodge, and once again, someone gets on the bus and hands out our packets, our welcome packets that have what they call the agenda, which is, it tells you things like what your room is, what building, and what room number it is. It's got your details for tomorrow. Tomorrow we have to have our luggage outside the room by 6 a.m. and we get on buses at 6:45. Yeah. Tomorrow's not going to be good for sleeping because I actually have a photography excursion that doesn't start until 9:30 and runs for at least 3 hours. So I'm not going to get a whole lot of sleep tonight, which is why I'm doing this now. I will let you know how that excursion goes tomorrow when I'm on the ship or in the morning. We'll see. But yeah. Anyway, they did say that on the bus, they said you could store your luggage. But when I went to store my big, huge backpack so I could walk around the property because the rooms weren't ready yet, we got there at like 12:30. Yeah, 12:30. So the rooms, normal check-in, I think, is at 3 or 4. So the rooms weren't guaranteed to be ready. And so I went to the front desk and they said, oh, no, you can go to your room because you've got your key. You can just go drop your bag off. And if the room isn't ready, they'll just clean around it. So that's what I did instead. And that worked well. It was nice to have it off of my shoulders because I think it weighs about 50 pounds. And I'm totally not exaggerating. So I am going to have to empty some of it because that is the bag I use for photography. It's got all of my camera equipment in it, plus my other electronic equipment. So I don't want to lug all of that around for a 3-hour excursion for photography. Yeah. So let's see. I had lunch at Fannie Q's Saloon, and a little disappointing. So they call them tachos instead of nachos. And it's supposedly like the fixings for nachos on tater tots. Thought, well, that sounds kind of interesting. But one of the things it featured was pickled jalapenos. Can't do those. Asked them to not put those on and to do the pico de gallo on the side. So basically it was going to be tater tots with melted cheese. But when it was delivered to me, it was clear it had been either well overcooked or had been sitting under heat lamps or something, because It was a bit too crispy. Even the cheese was at the crispy stage. Not a good thing. And there wasn't enough cheese on it either. So it was very dry. And so I tried the pico to make sure it was okay and poured that over it, and that helped a little. But eventually I flagged the waiter down and asked for some ranch dressing so I could at least dip them and it wouldn't be quite so dry. That worked out better. Would not order that again. Would not recommend that. They also had some nice cocktails, and I got one that is basically a lemon drop and had some muddled raspberries in it. They're very fond of muddling raspberries in this area for some reason. But yeah, that was tasty. Had sugar around the rim, and I had 2 of those. They were good. And then I walked around the property. We have right outside my door, you'll see in the footage, we have a lovely area for seating, and there's a river, and the view is just amazing. Oh, if you don't know, bring bug spray. Mosquitoes. All the time. Bring bug spray, or you will be eaten alive. I have off, but I also thought I'd try, this is a bracelet that is made out of, it's supposed to be non-DEET, so it's like citronella and stuff like that. And I wanted to see if that would work as well. But, of course, it doesn't help if you don't wear it. And yesterday, when I was sitting waiting for the restaurant for dinner, I got bitten by a mosquito here and realized I'd left the bracelet in my room. So, yeah, make sure you have bug spray or something, because I neglected to use the bug spray. And I did not forget it this morning. This morning, I'm all anti-mosquitoed. Hopefully, I will not be eaten alive again. But that is one of the things about going in July and August. The mosquitoes are out, and sometimes in June, and sometimes just always, If it's summertime, the bugs are out. Yeah. Okay, so I am going to have dinner at the King Salmon restaurant, but that is not until 6:30. They have a QR code on your agenda where you can bring up the menu, as well as all of the shore excursions you can go on and stuff. And that was really useful. And I went through and captured all of that, and those will be coming out in subsequent videos. But they also have that as a way to reserve for their fine dining restaurants. And the King Salmon here apparently is the fine dining restaurant. The North Fork was the one in the previous lodge. And so I made my reservation there, and it was no problem. When I was in the last lodge, I tried to make a reservation for North Fork, but there was nothing available at all when I tried it. So this time, as soon as I got here, I made the reservation, and that worked out much better. So that's my advice to you. If you want to make sure you can get into the nicer restaurant on property, make sure that you make your reservation as soon as you get there and get that QR code and can go ahead and do that. Because there's no reason to have to go and do it in person if you don't have to, right? Okay, well, I will let you know how everything goes, and wish me luck in somehow getting myself out of bed bright and early tomorrow morning. Solo Sue signing off.